Genshin Impact is the largest scale social experiment I've ever seen in my entire life. I feel like I'm the one losing my mind.
Once a 5-star character reaches their maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into Master List Stella Fortuna.
Is this even real? No. No.
What?
Please don't tell me that people are actually defending this nonsense. It's crazy because I know that Hoyo is greedy at this point. I know they don't care about the consumer anymore. I know they couldn't care less about your quality of life. But Hoyo coming out and saying that they don't care about the money? You can be as predatory as you want to be, but do they think we're bots? Why is a representative of a billion-dollar company just straight up lying to an audience like this on such a grand stage? I don't even want to look to see if people are trying to defend this statement because I don't want to lose any more brain cells than I already have, because this is genuinely embarrassing. I've never seen a statement that could literally mean nothing but sabotage to their brand, because how could you think we were that stupid to just go with what you were saying? Imaginarium Theater, Stygian Onslaught, HP inflation in the Spiral Abyss, better exploration with Night Soul, the weapon banner, egregiously low pulls per patch for a free-to-play. With all of this, they could have just straight up came out and said, the goal of our product is to make money. And I would have actually respected them for that. But now they deserve every bit of hate they're getting. If Genshin Impact isn't just a cash grab for their new disasters, then Flip isn't a Hoyo show. So if you don't already know, I hate to be the one to tell you, but Genshin Impact is implementing one of their brightest ideas yet, level 100. Well, that should be a good thing, right? People have been waiting for a new maximum level for a long time now. Well, in classic Genshin fashion, they give you what you want and then make it 500 times more inconvenient than it needs to be. You can get a level 100 character for the small price of Constellation 9. Well, actually it doesn't matter. Why are we still making excuses in 2025 for this no-effort, half-ass product? And if you recall, levels actually matter when it comes to the Hyper Bloom reaction. So that's right, you're missing out on a ton of damage when you don't get level 100 characters. It gets to a point where I could really care less about the quote-unquote QoL.
Lord have mercy.
Updates because they get canceled out by you having to pull out your wallet anyway. Are you satisfied with feeling 2% better about using your wallet after they made it to where all domains are open when a limited 5-star gets a drop rate boost? Oh, let's go. Thank you, Hoyoverse, for throwing us a bone, even though we've been asking for all domains to be open at all times for years now, because this is some completely outdated garbage and it's not 2020 anymore. Genshin Impact is the only game I've ever played where the devs clearly know and understand people have an issue with something, and then they purposely go out of their way to let you know that they could not care less by halfway fixing the issue. This company does not even know what quality of life means. They will make your playing experience as annoying as possible, all in the hopes that you swipe because they paywall the solution to all of your problems. Oh, and here we go. This guy right here is actually trying to guilt trip the community by saying Genshin Impact's production costs have gone way beyond what you'd expect in a typical game. I don't give a fuck. This is by far one of the cringiest statements I have ever seen in my entire life. One of the most profitable companies in the entire world is telling you, we're sorry guys, the production cost is getting very high, so we have to make the game 5 times more predatory every patch. I don't care if it costs $1 billion to make the damn game. Billionaires complaining about issues with money makes me want to throw up. Just so far out of touch, it's disturbing. Yes, there is a user-generated content mode coming, but at this point, I don't even feel the need to mention that because the rest of the game feels like shit to play. Oh, but we're getting 20 pulls for the anniversary patch. You have to realize that the free-to-play is being completely overlooked more and more each update. It's going to get to the point where you are only going to get content if you are a whale. They still trickle things in like user-generated content or update the condensed resin. Speaking of condensed resin, why is that still a thing? None of your peers have this inconvenient garbage in their game, so why is it still in yours? Here we go again with acknowledging the problem and fixing the wrong thing. Update the resin cap and make it to where you can use double resin like a normal gacha game at this point. But this is yet another reason why Duet Night Abyss needs to succeed. Now I know a lot of you don't care about this game whatsoever, but for those who want to see a change in the gacha genre, this is going to be one of the best ways that you can show these companies that they don't have to perform psychological torture on you in order to make money. That you can have convenient features in your game, and it will in turn show players that you respect their time and they will play the game for longer. Monetization through skins is what I want to see in the future, because having to spend thousands of dollars to feel like you're not missing out on a certain feature in a game is ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing the quality of life in Genshin Impact being determined on how much money you spend or how much time you spend playing. Two of the most important currencies in your life are constantly being drained if you want to have fun. If you don't care about pulling characters and just like running around with a limited stamina bar, then yeah, I guess it's all good. But let's not cope. When you play a gacha game, you want characters because they look cool, or you want to play that end game because you want to test the limits of your characters in a fair manner. You have to just know for a fact at this point that Stygian Onslaught is going to get 100 times worse to compensate for the fact that it was already a BS whale game mode.
I'm sorry, Mr. Whitaker, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I said, God help me.
And I'm not even saying anything crazy like Genshin Impact should get rid of the gacha system or anything, but at least try monetization practices that aren't so predatory because they've made enough money already. Because remember, you guys don't care about the money anyway. Isn't it interesting how Stygian Onslaught wants you to use C6 units? And now we have an update where they want you to go beyond C6 in order to level up your characters past level 90. Is seeing a pattern like this not concerning? I have some good news and some bad news for you. The bad news is Genshin will probably never get any better at this rate. I only said there was good news to lighten the situation. Genshin is pretty awful. And even if you can't see anything wrong in what Genshin does, most people can agree that the game needs a skip button. I know I mention it in probably every single Genshin video, but it is that important because it is one of the most low effort things that you can add to at least make people have a little bit of hope that you can make a change and it'd be exactly what people were asking for. It's atrocious that they still haven't even thrown the half-ass skip button at us that ZZZ and HSR have, so I have no words. That's just pathetic. Time for your gacha jargon word of the day. Today's word is greed. Intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. Let me know the biggest example of greed you've ever seen. By the way, Genshin does not want to make any money. Thank you so much for watching this far. If you have, you look cute today. Peace.